Britney Spears almost called off her wedding thanks to Justin Timberlake. We got to talk about all the new allegations that Kevin Federline is speaking to the media about his book. We got to talk about all of this. But before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new, my whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call and I am just here to spill some tea. Of course, you know, and also drink some, girl, because I have 3 chamomile bags in here, bitch. I know. The UK just fainted, girl. Listen, I don't know. I don't proper way to drink tea. I don't give a damn. Cheers. Listen, we got to talk, best friend. As you guys can see, I have my Britney memoir here up close and personal because there's a lot being said about Britney, and I just want to let you all know, if you are Britney Spears fans, I would say brace yourself because I really do believe that what's coming is really, really nasty, and it's going to be very scary, I will say. And I think we're in for a very wild ride when it comes to Britney Spears and Kevin Jobless Federline. The first thing that Kevin is saying is basically, I mean, the little things. He's starting to do interviews now. You guys saw my other video I did regarding this yesterday, but there are new things coming out. Like, for example, he talks about how when he and Britney were set to be married the day before, he caught her talking on the phone with Justin Timberlake. Check this out. Kevin Jobless Federline just sat down with E.T. and he is going the distance, girl. He wants to sell this book. Like, you could tell the desperation in his eyes. So one of the first bombshells is that he says that Britney Spears called Justin Timberlake the night before their wedding. He basically says that Britney was on the phone and he thought it was with her mom, and then he found out that it was with Justin. Look at Justin Timberlake's face here. Kevin Jobless Federline is a mess. Britney Queen Spears. Listen, he says that he confronted Britney, and Britney was saying that she just needed to make sure that everything was done between Justin and her, and that it was, you know, she was saying her final piece. Then he goes on to say how worried he is about Britney.
And I pray to God every day that she gets the help that she needs, or wakes up and realizes that you have 2 sons right there in front of you that are screaming for a life with you. I really want Britney to be around for her children for a long time.
Kevin, I can see right through your bullshit. Why didn't you explain to your children back then when she was in that conservatorship that she was wrongfully being held against her will? If you wanted her children to grow with their mother and be with their mother and have their mother be around, how come you didn't step up in those 13 years where she was wrongfully put in that conservatorship? Oh, I know, because you wanted her there. In the New York Times, Kevin Federline basically says in the new memoir that he says he is concerned that the decision 4 years ago to release the pop star from her conservatorship may have been ill-advised. He also talks about the night Britney Spears was 5150'd at Cedar Sinai, saying it was one of the hardest nights of my life. I felt sick over what she was going through. This was someone I had loved, someone I had built a life with, the mother of my children. Damn, it's all about him, isn't it? Not about Britney, who was taken against her will because she thought that she was never going to see her children again. So funny you missed that little part. I had to ask ChatGPT to help me express myself in a better way. Now, this is what I wanted to say, pause to read, and this is what I'm going to say. Kevin Federline seems more interested in Britney's money than anything else. It's like he's made a career out of living off her success instead of building his own. Or Kevin Federline's hustle clearly isn't a 9-to-5. It's clinging to Britney's bank account like it's his full-time job. Thank you, chat. Low down, dirty mother. So, okay. I'm gonna try and not be too over the top in this. And the reason why is because I don't want my words to get lost in the theatrics of me, right? I really want my words to be heard, and I really, really, really want my message to be clear. So I'm going to try to be as serious as possible. You guys know that's very difficult for me, but Kevin Federline, regarding the Justin Timberlake thing, I think what Britney Spears went through, I mean, listen, quite frankly, if I found my husband doing that the night before my wedding, there would be hell to pay, girl. I would not, literally not, I think I would call the whole thing off. Just because I'm immature, honey. So just letting you know, I don't agree with her doing it and doing it so, like, easily to get caught. But I do think that it was important for her to do this. Hopefully she could have done it a little bit before, maybe before they got engaged. But you know what? I'm not here to make her look perfect, because that's not the thing. The thing is the following, okay? What Britney Spears and Justin went through is something that is very, very crazy. It's your first love, and you experience this in front of the whole world, right? It is literally in front of the whole world. And, every move you make, every red carpet, all the stories, all the rumors, like, it's very difficult. Plus, you're a singer. You're the biggest stars in the whole world, because there was no one bigger at the time than Britney and Justin in sync. He was part of the group and she was solo. So she's, stood her ground by herself, girl. She didn't need 4 people to back her up. Anyways, so, it was very difficult for Britney, I'm sure, to break up with Justin. And if you read her memoir, you can tell Britney Spears still has a lot of love for Justin. And I think Britney, kind of closing that chapter was very smart, But yes, that's definitely something I believe you should do way before. But what I don't quite understand is, why now? Like, why are you bringing all this now? You know what I mean? Like, it is so crazy to me to think that Kevin Federline is seriously doing everything he can to, like, just throw Britney's name in the dirt, okay? The other thing he is saying is basically that she was caught cheating with one of her background dancers named Teresa, and that he found her making out with Teresa while they were in Europe for the Onyx Hotel tour. That is when they first started dating. And he said it was very shocking, and it was very this, and it was very that. And, she apologized because he threatened to leave and he was packing. All of these stories, okay, listen, all these stories. I want to be as fair as possible to everything, because I don't want to be blinded by my love for Britney. So I will say this, okay? While the behaviors were wrong, because in a relationship, you don't do that, okay? And I will stand with that. I don't think you should. Now, if you want to have a threesome, honey, that's another thing, girl, but you got to involve the other person, honey. Don't just go and make out with that another person while your person is waiting for you, right? So while their behavior was wrong, this is something that's almost, 25 years ago or some shit. I don't even know how far. This was 2004. She was in the Onyx Hotel tour. So 2004 to 14 to 24, this was 21 years ago, okay? And he is now talking about these little situations. And the reason that I think that he is in the wrong for this, while I don't accept that behavior of Britney, while I do believe he is in the wrong, is because he is bringing this up now after everything she went through. Back then, she was the biggest star in the world. If you wanted to get at her back then, you could have just, said it to the tabloids then. But now, when literally what seems like all of social media is attacking her, the media is attacking her. She just left a 13-year situation where she was traumatized. It just makes me so sad that he is piling on once again to benefit off of her. Now, I'm not excusing her behavior, but I think what he is doing is deplorable. I don't know if I use that word correctly, but this is literally the first time I ever use it. But you know what I mean? I really do. I think it's mean. I think that's the word. I think it's mean. I think it's mean, and I think that it has literally nothing to do with Britney's reality right now. So it does pain me, and it's very sad, and I'm very heartbroken for Britney that, once again, someone that she once loved and trusted is just piling on to her while have lived off of her for all of these 18 years. And now that the child support is done, then now he is bringing this up. It is a sad and depressed and depressing. It's such loser, low vibrational behavior of this man. And you know what? I really do think that, what the behavior that he is saying that allegedly happened, while it's not correct, what's not correct is what he's doing now, especially given the abuse she went through. So I think he is such a disgusting insect. That is what I think he is. And I truly, truly hope and pray that he finds peace, because obviously he is leading with hate and with hunger of just money. That's all he wants. He's greedy. He's a greedy little pig just sniffing away to see where he can get money from. That is what I think, in my humble opinion. So anywho, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. There's going to be a lot more. So like I said, brace yourself. I'm going to, cover this in the most fair, detailed way I can. I love Britney. I will always support Britney. But if there are certain behaviors that I don't agree with, I'm going to say it. But I'm also going to just speak my mind on everything and just give you guys 100% of my truth. So what do you all think? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that follow. And please do not pre-order his book. All right. Bye.